What's up, everybody? Hope you're doing great, awesome, and all that stuff. But yeah, talking a little bit about crypto stocks and stuff like that, and going to work. Well, just cover that up. I don't want to advertise unless I'm getting paid. But yeah, the thing is with stocks and crypto, the difference is crypto it's pretty much ain't been out as long as stocks. Pretty much, I mean, everybody pretty much knows that. Stock's been out a long time, or forever it seems like. Been out before I was born, whatever. Okay, with crypto, there is so much things going on with crypto that some people don't really know. Just like always, a different coin coming out. Seems like every day or every hour. Stocks is pretty much companies that have been built, and they get put on the stock market after so long. They have to qualify to be on the stock market or be a certain size and all that crap, go through all the legal crap. It's not financial advice. I could be wrong about some of this stuff, but so on. And minutes. Alright, sorry about that, everybody, but anyway, yeah, I had to step out for a second. The difference between the stock market and crypto, mess like that, is, like I was saying before, crypto just come out pretty much. I mean, if you compare it to the stock market, crypto, unless you staking it and everything, it's hard to get any kind of dividends, I guess you say, or money back. Stocks, you can get a lot of times someone pay dividends. So if you buy a stock, it pays a dividend. I mean, you can stake crypto, but don't get me wrong, you stake crypto to get a little bit of money back, but it's kind of hard, I mean, not staking it, just so some things you can stake, some you can't. Warned against it is you can do that, but there's limitations on that because you don't pay a dividend. The stocks, they pay a dividend, so you could probably borrow more against the stocks and let it pay itself back. Stocks is a history of the company, and more or less how the company's been faring or doing or whatever. What it owns, what it does not own, what it produces or whatever. Crypto, on the other hand, I haven't seen much where they produce anything. So, just saying, that's another difference. The good and the bad between the stock market and crypto. The thing about the stock market is it produces a dividend, or the good thing, it produces a dividend. It's got a history 90% of the time of how it's done. This is not financial advice, go and get that through your head. It's got a history of how it's done, when it come out, who the CEO is, the profits, how long it's been making profits. It's got a history most of the time, unless it's a new company that's come out. The bad thing about stocks, it don't fluctuate as bad. Or movement is not as, a lot of times when people like trade stuff, they want to see a lot of volume, a lot of movements, where they want to see it go up and down or whatever. And I mean, that's what a lot of people want to see. Like, they want to see it go up, want to see it go down and go back up. Crypto does that a whole lot better than stocks. But the thing is, with the stock market, you're less likely to have that volatility going on. And a lot of times people don't want that volatility because, especially if they're doing it for the long term. Another thing with the crypto is it going to stay there or whatever, since it don't produce nothing? How long it's going to be there? Nobody really knows, because there's a lot of shit coins out there. Being said, there's a lot of shit stocks out there, but you got to do your research on all of it. And with certain stocks, there's a lot more studies or a lot more information about the stocks that you're trying to invest in, or how long they've been in business, who they are selling to, what kind of sales they got, what kind of profit they got, what kind of loss they got. Crypto is pretty much there. And a lot of times with the crypto, they just pump out pump out a daggone crypto or whatever. I mean, you think about it. They got everything up there, kind of cryptos. I mean, you name it. It seems like they got all kinds of memes and all that. Seems like they're pumping out one about every hour. Stocks, like I said before, it takes time. They got to go through a certain process to produce or put a stock on the stock market. Being that said, you know, that's some of the difference. But do your research for this stuff. Hold on. Do your research, do your studies. Maybe this will help you out. I know this is time consuming for me, but when I say time consuming, I mean I'm in a kind of a little rush. But hopefully this helped you out. All right, start out. God bless. This ain't financial advice. Do your own research. Yada yada yada. Everybody knows. All right, out.